Fans of Digimon Tamers and Adventure 02 should be thrilled to hear that the classic movies for those seasons are finally becoming available for the first time in 20 years. Discotek has shared that Digimon the Movies Collection 2 is now in development, delivering 3 more classic Digimon films. Outside of Japan, these Digimon movies were dubbed in English and aired as TV movies only a handful of times in the mid-2000s. No theatrical release with an Angela Anaconda short up front, no DVD home video release, sort of gone when gone, blink and you'll miss it. It's no secret that I was blown away with Discotek's Digimon the Movies Collection 1. That set offered the first 3 Digimon short films in stunning HD with the original Japanese audio track, brand new English dubs of the 3 movies, and an HD cut of Digimon the Movie, the Fox Kids super film that combined the 3 short films and added a goofy but lovable soundtrack of pop punk and ska hits. Collection 2 will contain the following movies: 02's Revenge of Diaboromon, Tamers Battle of Adventurers, and Tamers Runaway Locomon. I have reviewed each of these films on the channel. You can find links to those reviews in the video's description, but I'll give you the TLDR. Revenge of Diaboromon is this awesome victory lap for 02. It takes place after the end of Series 2, and the team is working together so efficiently. The characters are the best versions of themselves, their fashion is on point, the early 2000s tech is on display. While this film isn't directed by Mamoru Hosoda like our war game, it feels like it's trying and largely succeeding at emulating our war game. In my opinion, it's a far better 02 sequel story than 02 The Beginning from 2023 was. Battle of Adventurers is the first Tamers film set at some point in the middle of the series. It's kind of this spiritual baton pass with the Adventure and Tamers series, as we see Apocalypse and Omnimon, 2 key players in Adventure, having major roles in this Tamers film. There's a fun plotline involving a virtual pet toy causing mayhem, and given Digimon's origins as a virtual pet toy like Tamagotchi, it's fun seeing the anime play with the toy line concept. Runaway Locomon is my preferred Tamers film. It takes place after the events of the series, though it doesn't attempt to explain how all the partner Digimon returned. Ultimately, the film is a Rika story, which is a fascinating decision that I think pays off, a bit more introspective than previous Digimon films, and that isn't thanks to the great character writing that had always gone into Rika. All of these films are wins in my opinion, and it'll be fantastic to have high-definition versions of these movies instead of weird TV tapings from the 2000s that were uploaded to the internet. I'm a little surprised we aren't seeing the Digimon Frontier film, Island of Lost Digimon, in this collection. That was the final film in the original run of Digimon, before the franchise took a few years off between Frontier and Savers. If I had to guess, I suspect Discotek is saving Frontier's film for a potential Movies Collection 3 that would contain Island of Lost Digimon, the Digimon Savers movie, and maybe Digital Monster X Evolution. Throwing in that CG film, X Evolution, would round out the package so that each collection has 3 films. There are sort of diminishing hype levels from Collection 1 onwards. In my opinion, these 2000s films get slightly worse as they go, but it will be cool to have them all. Before we go, I want to talk about an interesting wrinkle with Digimon the Movies Collection 2 and the included English dubs. There is something strange going on, and given that the new dubs were a major selling point of Collection 1, I think it's worth talking about. Alright, so in Collection 1, we got brand new dubs for Adventure, Our War Game, and Hurricane Touchdown, seeing as those films had never been dubbed in their original uncut forms. So Discotek reunited the surviving cast, had some newcomers step up, and the new dubs were produced. But for Collection 2, it's different. The 3 movies it contains actually did get English dubs back in the day when they aired as TV movies in the mid-2000s, so there's no need to redub them, right? Well, here's the thing. In the preview that Discotek released, we are hearing partial new dubbing. You see, in the mid-2000s, Joshua Seth, the voice of Tai, retired from voice acting to focus on Magic and his live shows. He came back for Try and then Last Evolution Kizuna, but he missed Revenge of Diaboromon. So the English Tai that fans would have heard in Revenge of Diaboromon wasn't Seth, but an actor named Jason Spisak. So in the short HD preview Discotek released, we get a scene that has Tai speaking, and yeah, that's definitely Joshua Seth. That's new voiceover. And in the Tamers film Battle of Adventurers, the character Kai, who was once voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, is now voiced by Brian Donovan, who plays Davis in 02. But get this, while we hear new Kai voiceover from Brian, Takato's lines, Guillaumon's lines, the surrounding VA is untouched. It's the audio from the original dubs. So what's going on? Well, a couple things might happen on Collection 2. Option 1, a full redub is in the works, and the short clips we saw with the announcement were a work in progress. We heard some new Joshua and some new Brian, but maybe the others have not recorded or their lines have not been implemented just yet. Or option 2, maybe we're getting a partial redub, swapping out Jason Spisak with Joshua Seth and Yuri Lowenthal with Brian Donovan. This is kind of interesting. It would make sense to finally get Joshua Seth in on Revenge of Diaboromon, but it could be perceived as a bit insulting to Jason if his work on the film is removed. And then with Yuri and Brian, it's kind of cool because Brian did briefly play Kai when the character appeared in the Tamers TV anime. Yuri did the movie version of Kai, but there is some history of Brian playing Kai on TV. Ultimately, we don't know yet what the definitive plan is for these dubs, whether they're going to be partial redubs or if a complete redub is planned but still in the works. One thing I can say for sure, anyone who tells you they know one way or the other 100% is not telling the truth. Discotek is not yet commenting on the nature of these new English dubs. How do I know? Well, I reached out to Discotek for comment hoping they could clarify. I asked about the new clips that were shown, wondering is it a new dub that is partially complete, or is it going to be the original dub but removing Tai and Kai lines and replacing them with new takes from Joshua and Brian? Discotek responded, simply saying they are not commenting at this time. You may feel that's underwhelming, but honestly this is fair, as I simply wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something that they didn't clarify elsewhere online and I just didn't see. It could be that they have an answer, but that is going to be a different marketing beat later down the road, or maybe they're still working through things and simply can't comment definitively just yet. So again, anyone telling you, no, it's going to be like this, are misleading you, whether that's intentional or unintentional. So that's everything we know and everything we don't know about Digimon the Movies Collection 2. Tamers and 02 fans, congratulations, your series movies will be getting the star treatment that the adventure films got in 2024. Again, I think Collection 1 was always destined to be a better product given the legendary status of those films, but I think Collection 2 is still super exciting. Revenge of Diaboromon is a personal favorite of mine, and I'll never say no to more Tamers content, even if it's re-releases of what already existed. What do you think about these films of this collection? Are you excited to hear Joshua Seth finally complete his every tie run, or to hear the voice of Davis in the Tamers movie? Let me know by leaving a comment. Subscribe for more Digimon news and other anime reviews. I've just finished up Mega Man NT Warrior, so that video is in progress. Appreciate your patience if you're waiting for that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're still watching, you probably enjoy my takes on 2000s era anime, and so you might like my original novel, Monster Revolution. It's over 200 pages of monster taming adventures inspired by anime like Digimon, Monster Rancher, Metabots, etc. It's on Kindle and Kobo. You can get it digital for $10 or $20 for the physical paperback edition. A ton of great reviews so far, and it really is my love letter to this genre that we grew up with. I'll put links to where you can read the first 20 pages and pick it up if you're interested.